Hello everyone! Today I'm going to do a little skincare update because I know a lot of you have been requesting to see what kind of skincare I've been using recently. And I have a couple new favorites, some things which I haven't even mentioned before, but I've been using them on and off for the last several months. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick recap of the best 5 skincare products in my routine at the moment. I'm going to start with my Foreo Day and Night Cleanser because I am just obsessed with the day cleanser. I've talked about it on Instagram a little briefly in the comments, but I will say that this day cleanser is probably one of the most impressive cleansers I've ever used. And I say that because it's a hybrid between a milky cleanser, like a cleansing milk, and a cleansing foam. So the reason why I'm head over heels for this is because of the way it smells. It has a light, citrus, refreshing scent, and it actually reminds me a lot of my Clarins Peach Essential Cleansing Water. But if you don't have normal to dry skin, then I do think that a traditional cleanser like this, one that you use with water to emulsify, is probably going to be easier to start with than using a cleansing water right off the bat. Even though it's a day cleanser, you can use this at night. I just love that it's full of antioxidants. It has a very yogurty texture. It's very creamy. It does emulsify fairly well, and I have been seeing great results when I use it in conjunction with my Luna. So my Foreo Luna, I use day and night whenever I can remember to, whenever I have time. Sometimes when I'm in a rush to get to a Pilates class, I will skip the Luna and just use the cleanser by itself. When it comes to the night cleanser though, what I like to do is pump it onto my fingertips, my dry fingertips. I massage it onto my face, and then I go ahead and I put my Luna underneath the water, my faucet. So as soon as it's wet, I go ahead and pump 1 or twice, depending on how much makeup I'm wearing that day. And then I go ahead and start using the Luna on my face. It does lift light makeup, and I do feel that it gets really squeaky clean without making my skin feel dry or stripped or dehydrated. This night cleanser does have a slightly more aromatherapy earthy smell. I much prefer the scent of the day cleanser because it's bright and citrusy, but I do think that this is a very good nighttime cleanser. And if you do like to double cleanse, I highly recommend this product because it is gentle. It won't irritate your skin after makeup removal. Neiman Marcus is actually offering a set with the Luna, and you can get the cleansers basically for free. So check out the link down below because you don't want to miss out on such a great deal. Now I'm going to talk to you about my favorite serums, one of which I'm sure you guys will expect to see in this video, and one which I have actually never mentioned anywhere. I'll start with Guerlain's because I know a lot of you have been expecting to see this pop up somewhere since I featured it in my Sephora haul. I am so happy that I purchased this product because I am head over heels for it. This Super Aqua Serum gives you a lit from within glow that doesn't feel heavy or greasy. The serum does have a higher viscosity, so when you pump it out, it does feel a little bit more dense, a little bit thicker than your average serum, but it spreads really easily and it doesn't have a greasy finish. My skin just drinks it in, so I've been using this almost every day and almost every night. I really love the way that it layers. I think it works well as the last serum. So during the day, what I like to do is start with my SkinCeuticals right after cleansing with my day cleanser with the Foreo Luna, and then I'll go ahead and layer on top the Guerlain Super Aqua Serum to really seal in the moisture and make sure my skin feels refreshed and balanced and moisturized. On the bottle it does say Intense Hydration Wrinkle Plumper. I don't have enough wrinkles or wrinkling to actually share whether it does work on wrinkles or not, but I will say that my skin does feel more plumped, it feels more resilient and bouncy, so I highly recommend this product. The packaging itself is just undeniably beautiful. It has a heavy glass bottle with gold accents, and I just think that it is one of the best hydrating serums I've ever used. It has a really unique texture and feel, and I truly think it is worth absolutely every penny that I paid for it. Luckily, I did buy it on sale thanks to Sephora, but I would purchase this full price. Now I'm going to talk to you more about the SkinCeuticals since since I did mention that I put this on before the Guerlain. This is the CE Ferulic, I think that's how you pronounce it, and this is one of the prevention serums. So you're only supposed to use this during the day when antioxidants are the most effective on the skin. And although this doesn't make my pores shrink and it doesn't reduce redness right away, I think that my skin, after a few weeks of using this, has definitely improved in terms of clarity. A lot of the SkinCeuticals products that I've tried are really amazing or really average and forgettable, but I love this one. The only funny thing that I have to share about my experience with using this serum, however, is that I swear it reminds me of roasted chicken and thyme. I don't know what it is, but it really smells like the herb thyme. And I just find that every time I put this on, I laugh because it reminds me so much of savory Thanksgiving food. It has a slightly yellow tint to it, but it doesn't look any different on my skin. It applies like a translucent serum, and I like the way it has a very plush texture. I wouldn't say it's tacky or sticky in finish, but it does leave a slight residue on the skin. So I would wait about 5 minutes before applying the Guerlain serum on top, of course if I have the luxury of time that morning. I've mostly been using this because it claims to help prevent against UVA and UVB damage, and I think that's really important because despite wearing sunscreen regularly, your skin can still incur damage just by walking outside, so I highly recommend this serum. Now this is more of a clinical product by the brand Lumixil. Apparently it's by the same folks who made Obagi, if you have ever heard of that brand, but I've been using the topical brightening cream and I absolutely love this product. It's a good alternative to Sunday Riley's Good Genes. I've been mixing it up because I went through 3 bottles of this, the full-size ones, and then I decided to switch it up with the Lumixil. I think both of them work really well, but the Lumixil has worked incredibly well on some of my small melasma and sunspots. Just like the Sunday Riley Good Genes product, the Lumixil cream has the same effect, and they even feel similar on the skin. It's more like a lotion combination as opposed to just a serum. So they both brighten, exfoliate, plump up lines, and even hyperpigmentation. So in case you've tried Good Genes and you just want to switch it up so you don't plateau, I highly recommend checking out the Lumixil. This is actually pretty expensive. It's a $120 product, and I think Good Genes is about the same price, but I just think that in case you wanted to try something different, I highly recommend the Lumixil. I'm going back to Good Genes now that I've finished my first bottle, but I have to say that after $120 worth of this bottle, I do think that both are equally good. In the past few weeks, I have tried other Lumixil products, but I think this topical cream is the best. You just have to make sure that you're wearing a minimum of SPF 30 when you're outside during the day. And last but not least, to wrap up this video is my 5th pick, and this is the Tatcha Silken Pore Perfecting Sunscreen. This has an SPF of 35, broad spectrum of course, and I love this because of the finish. It's unbelievably difficult to find a matte sunscreen that isn't cakey or chalky or doesn't make you look like a ghost. So I highly recommend this sunscreen if you have combination or oily skin. Even though I have normal to dry skin, I still love this sunscreen because it can double up as a makeup base. It does plump up the look of pores, so there is silicone in here, so keep that in mind in case you're sensitive to silicone. But I do think that this is one of the very best sunscreens on the market. This is about $65 as opposed to my favorite sunscreen of all time, which is still Eve Lom's. It's about $90 or $95. They might have raised the price. I'll link both of them down below in the description box, but the Tatcha is amazing. I feel like because it doubles up as a base, you can never go wrong with multitaskers, and the fact that it actually has a matte, long-lasting finish is just a cherry on top. The Eve Lom sunscreen that I use almost every day works really well as a sunscreen and moisturizer, so even if you have oily skin, you can use that, but I know that a lot of women with oily skin prefer a matte finish. I'm actually going to gift one of these to my best friend Tammy because I gave her Sunday Riley's sunscreen, which also has a matte finish, but it actually tends to pill. So if you're looking for a non-greasy, weightless sunscreen, I highly recommend Tatcha's. Not only do I love the baby blue packaging, which is pretty unique, I love that it's formulated in Japan but made in the USA. And that's a wrap for this video, so I hope you guys found it helpful, and I will be doing more skincare on the blog soon. So if you have any Asia exclusive requests like history of who and Zoom, feel free to leave them down below and I'll make sure to include them in the review that I'm working on. Thanks always for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.